single comes out on Friday. Really excited for people to see it. It's been a long journey getting it how I wanted it and sorting all the videos and stuff. A lot of blood, sweat and tears have gone into it, and not just mine either. So in my post yesterday, I had that picture of me like headbutting the guitar. Not so much, more like a sort of parody of the sort of tortured artist trope, which is incredibly boring, but it's something that we see a lot. You know, for an artist to be authentic, they have to suffer, right? And also we had some people talking about the artwork that I put out. We had some interesting perceptions of that. Words that came out were cold, desire, sleepy. Who knows or has experienced gaslighting before? Put it in the comments. If you don't want to share it, of course, don't. You know, it's a very personal thing, but we see gaslighting on a lot of different levels. Not just on an interpersonal one. When people talk about gaslighting, they usually talk about toxic friendships or toxic relationships, you know, narcissists and manipulators in those relationships when you're in a situation of intense trust and somebody abuses that trust for their own ends. There's a part, I don't know how many of you have seen the UNICEF Kingdom music video with all the flags and that stupid character I'm playing with the tie. Maddie's character, you know, the characters eat the flags and they all die. Maddie's character, hers, is like she's actually loving the flag. She's like, oh, yeah, yeah, she put on an excellent performance. She had made love to that flag, but in the end, it kills her as well. So even though she's infatuated, sort of sexualizing the flag, it ends up killing her in the end because it's just nothing. You're just eating nothing and you're choking and you die. It got me thinking, like, how do people end up in that situation where they end up worshipping ideas and institutions that end up hurting them in the end? And I think it is gaslighting. It's what's called manufactured consent, where you enter into a situation or a belief system based on bad information. So things like, say with UNICEF Kingdom, using like appeals to nationalism and, you know, glory for the nation as a means to brush aside things like food poverty and, you know, the housing crisis, HGV crisis, and name all the fucking problems we've got going on with this stupid country at the moment. And that's how we end up like Stockholm Syndrome. Indeed, yeah, it is, in many ways it is Stockholm, being in love with your captor, but not only being passively going along with it, but also like invested in it, and like we using all these sort of meaningless platitudes and sensational imagery and rhetoric to justify disempowering people. And it's like the people that worshipping these icons, as it were. I drew a lot of similarities to toxic relationships and gaslighting, where they basically try to make you doubt your own recollection of events and your own memories to get what they want from you. In the song, I use a metaphor. There's some quite sexual language in the song, whereby whereas if you're like deeply obsessed and infatuated with somebody and like still like all the really exciting, fun stuff that they drip feed you to sort of keep you hanging on, despite the fact they are just using you for their own gain. And when I finished the song, I was like, and I listened back to the first draft, and I was like, oh shit, this literally happened to me. Even though I thought I'd never been in like a gaslighting situation before, but then because I've had friends who told me stories and stuff, and when I actually read lyrics back from the page, I was like, shit, that actually happened to me. It's like all the signs are there, you know. And I was like, shit, I didn't mean to actually like just go, oh, poor me, this horrible thing happened to me. And I did. And that was a bit hard to accept. I realized, yeah, that person was always saying one thing and doing something else, and using my desire for them just to basically get off, and like getting off also on denying me all those things and saying they felt one way and then acting a different way. And it's also ties into that whole tortured artist thing, the idea that we think that to be an authentic artist you need to suffer. And in fact we have a bit of a culture that fetishizes suffering, like the whole fucking Jordan Petersons of this world. You know, we shouldn't reduce suffering because it's character building. These people have a sort of reverse trolley problem. It's like there's one track with loads of people on it and one track with none, but the trolley has already run over a shitload of people. And these people would say, oh no, we can't switch the tracks now, because if we save the people in front, that wouldn't be fair to all the people who were already killed. I'm just like, what? So Sweet Nothings is meant to be, say, it's a metaphor for manufactured consent and gaslighting. You constantly, the sweet nothings keep you hanging on to the toxic ideas and the toxic people. I'm quite proud of it. I think it's a great song. Have any of you, obviously you don't need to share that, you don't have to share this if you don't want to, but have any of you experienced gaslighting like that, interpersonally, or can you think of any more sort of systemic or cultural gaslighting you can think of? If you haven't already, please pre-save it. Really helps, all those fucking Spotify metrics and stuff. Links in the bio. Got coming up over the next couple of weeks, got some gigs coming up. So I'm playing in Derby on the release day at Blue Note, which is a club I used to frequent a lot as a student. Then the week after, I'm doing a little warm-up show on the Friday at the Playwright in Nottingham. And then the big show is 23rd at the Rescue Room supporting John Gomm. I am so excited for that. If you haven't got tickets, please come. It's going to be incredible. I'm only doing a half-an-hour slot, but it's going to be to an amazing audience and supporting an amazing artist like John Gomm, and I can't wait to bring these songs. Please pre-save the song. Really helps on Spotify and everything. I'll look forward to talking with you more over the coming days. Going to be posting a lot more. And yeah, all the best to you all. And I'll see you again very soon.